Hi everybody, welcome to Be a Tech Pro. I'm Kevin and today we are talking about business intelligence. So before we go into what business intelligence is, let's look at a practical example. You decide to start a business called Food on the Go-Go, for example. The purpose of Food on the Go-Go is to make ready-made food for busy professionals. We all know how busy life is today. Professionals don't have time to still work hard and then still come home and make food. So they come to your business, Food on the Go-Go, to pick up ready-made food. Your business makes everything from pizza to steak to pies, anything that someone wants, you have it. After a couple of months, you realize this business is really great. You think, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. There's absolutely nothing I have to change. And so you just continue as per normal. Now, someone in the accounting department says, well, our revenue is growing, but our profits actually aren't growing as fast as you actually wanted to do. So what's actually going on? So in order to find out what's actually happening, they decide to get in a team of business intelligence developers. And so the first thing that the BI guys do, they ask the important questions like, where do you store your data? Where do you get your coffee? Where can I drink my coffee? Once they finish consuming the coffee, the information that the business intelligence guys give you is amazing. The first thing they show you is that people don't like pizza with pineapple on. I don't have to explain this, we all know this, okay? Next thing they show you is that between Monday and Thursday, no one actually buys your pasta. You're actually making a whole lot of it, but it's sort of just going to waste. What they also show is that on a Friday, lots of people buy pasta, but they also buy wine. So it seems like those two are actually going together. So with this new information, you decide, well, we're going to make less pasta Monday to Thursday. And on a Friday and Saturday, you decide we're going to have a pasta and wine special. So anyone who buys pasta can get wine at a discounted rate. You implement this change and you can see that your costs Monday to Thursday have reduced because you're making less pasta, which means less waste. Your profits and revenue increase Friday and Saturday because now when people come in for the pasta, they see this wine and so they automatically buy the pasta and wine special because it just makes more sense. And for whatever reason, you decide to keep pineapple on the pizza because, I don't know. What the BI guys also show you is that if you buy your meat on a Thursday, it's actually cheaper than on a Monday when you have been buying it previously. And also you find that buying your oranges on a Sunday is cheaper than buying it on a Friday. So this is business intelligence in action. They are basically taking all the data in your business and providing you with insights which you can use to improve your business. So yes, it's one thing to have your accounting and see where your money is being spent and how much money is coming in and going out. But in order to actually understand what's happening in your business, you need someone that can actually understand your data itself. And this is what your BI guys can do. So it's one of the important tools that you really need to have in your business. If you think you don't need it, believe me, you do. There are things which you are missing, which you can pick up very easily once you have a team of people that actually understand what's happening. So what do these guys actually use? So they use different processes like ETL, which stands for extract, transform, and load. They use data warehousing and they use reporting. So let's actually speak about those three: ETL, data warehousing, and reporting. So the first part, which I spoke about, ETL, is where the guys get data from different sources. And those sources can be your suppliers, it can be maybe from customers, it can be from different review websites. Whatever that source can be, these BI guys can bring that data in. The data comes in different formats. It could be a database, it could be a text file, it could be an XML file, it could be a web page, API, anything of the sort. They get the data and they bring it into your database. Now, some people have a data warehouse, other people have an ODS, which is your operational data store. Your ODS, or operational data store, is sort of like your data warehouse, except that it's sort of what you are working with on a live basis. Your data warehouse, on the other hand, has the full history of what's happening in the business. So everything from 5 years back, 10 years back would be in your data warehouse, whereas your ODS would be probably like the last day or last month, anything of the sort, anything that you need to do your business today. The process of creating a data warehouse starts with your data modeling. They look at the different entities in your business. So they look at your customers, they'll look at the products in your business, they'll look at invoices, orders, all those type of things, and they'll bring that together into a data warehouse. And that data warehouse will consist of different tables, and those tables represent each of those different objects. Once you have all that data together, your data analyst, which will be part of your BI team, will go through and they'll actually start looking at the insights and see, well, it looks like we have a lot of this type of food, and we have a lot of that type of food, and we have a lot of waste happening on the side as well. And so that's the type of insights that these guys are going to give to you when they're looking through your data. Once they've actually modeled this data, have it in a warehouse, they want to actually be able to show that to you in a fashion that is easy for people to understand. This is where reporting comes in. The best way of representing this data is on a dashboard. The nice thing about the dashboard is that it's interactive. There are nice bar charts and line charts. There's options for you to click on things and to only select certain types of objects and filter it down so that you can see exactly what's happening with a particular item on a certain day or for a certain period of time, or see who your top customers are or what food is going to waste the most. This is the best place for you to find all of that information in one place. There are various tools which you could use in each of these steps, and it depends on which stack you're using. When I say stack, if you think about something like Microsoft, for example, Microsoft will have a development stack which these BI guys will use. So if they're using Microsoft tools, you'll find for the ETL portion they'll use SSIS, which is SQL Server Integration Services. They'll use SQL Server to store your data, and then they'll use SSRS for reporting, or if those reports are boring, they'll use Power BI for creating your interactive dashboards. There are obviously other stacks as well which don't include Microsoft. You can go and look online for different ones and see which ones suit you, but you find a lot of businesses have these Microsoft licenses already, and so they'll generally just default to using the Microsoft stack. So how do you get started? The number one starting point for anyone starting in this area of work is SQL. That is something which everyone needs to know. It's going to be used. You're going to use it everywhere you go. Then you want to look at ETLs, and this is the process of moving data from one place into another place and transforming the data. It's a very powerful tool. So look at those ETL tools such as SSIS. I think that's probably the best one to start with because it's nice drag and drop things. It's pretty much like drawing a picture. Start reading up on data warehouses. I'll put some links in the description. And then start looking at some of the dashboarding tools such as Power BI and Tableau. As always, if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with what's happening in the industry itself. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.